Hey, is there any puzzles here? Okay. A girl can dream. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that can point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you would know from great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? Sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. Sir? Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew! Yes, my lady, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir, the lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day, I imagine she'll be out shopping by the village shop. Do me a favor and tell her I send my regards. Certainly. Be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for your help, Raymond. Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed the day before? Indeed, we saw her in that young picture of Flora. Come, Luke, let's go and find the old girl. Off we go then? The village shop is just outside the manor, right? We'll be there in no time. Okay. So she used to work at the manor? Interesting. Marco again doing his things. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a stunner, what a vision. Girl like that, pretty rare, I tell you. Yep, yep. Oh, goodness me, if it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Miss Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking to the butler at the Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear whatever you might know about the Baron. Heavens, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, ma'am. What would you like telling us? Well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed like children. You never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. He raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, the toys all over the world, teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirit in those days. He really wanted to give her all the affection in the world. Where has Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family's riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine he'd allow something like that. You know, just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's former wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden. Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Grave digging! Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a feeling that the grave might hold the clue we're looking for. Grave digging! Grave digging! Grave digging! Oh? What's he pacing for? Look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? We did. As a matter of fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the former Baron's wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of it? Lady Viola's grave, sir. I was just about to visit it myself. Mind if we came along to have a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Oh, that is a lovely little... Chat, bury me like this. Thank you. It's the entrance, sir. Please watch your step on the way in. Chat, bury me like this. I want to seem like I'm really, really cool and important. This is Lady Viola's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. Late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order. I tried to do so. Here sleeps Viola, my one true love. That she looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Viola used to take her to the park. Some flowers in the garden grew here. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's diary. It should still be on the desk in my lady's room. It is possible it might contain some information that could aid you in your search for the Golden Apple. My thanks, Matthew. Be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Chat, the plot is plotting. Any puzzles in? I've actually been tapping around for puzzles. Need to be careful about that. Puzzles, 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 puzzles. Puzzles in the rug? Point in the rug. Puzzles in the rug. Puzzles on the shelf. Puzzles in the fallout plant. Puzzles on the really fucked up purple bench. No? Okay. Ah. You got that, boy? Hey. This must be the diary that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's diary that doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of when my sweet Viola, when she was alive. I suppose it refers to. Laura doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing with dear Viola's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say that I doubt Flora will ever take to it. Can't blame her, as it's changed its personality. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Viola, I can never be another you. You were my first, my last, and my only. Changed. Personality. I'm not sure what the Baron means, but it's clearly vital information. I collapsed some days ago, and I've been bedridden ever since. I feel like I've failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I'm gone, the people of the village will look after Flora and care for her. I did. He must have been terribly ill. Seems like I am not long for this world. It's time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care for now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note, and I've left it an old friend. It's my fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. Professor, how could we possibly find that person with nothing but this diary to go on? It is always as I say, Luke. A good investigation starts on the street. Just have to ask everyone in the village about the matter. What? I mean, of course. You're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Start by asking Ingrid a few questions, since she seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Ooh, the plot thickening, chap. Changing personality. It doesn't like it. What could it mean? What could it mean? Oh, Professor, you must simply help me. I've got another puzzle on my hands I can't solve. As a man of the world, you know there's nothing women find more alluring than competence. I'm counting on you, sir. Don't doom me to eternal bachelorhood. The cross shape on the pin board has 9 pins inside of it and 16 outside. Remember that in example, because now it's your time to construct the shape of the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside of it and 16 out? Feel free to make the cross any size. 16 pin. Seven times 7, chat. What's that? Is anyone available to answer me this question? 7 times. We can go sideways as well. I've got to remember that. Let me get my calculator. I think chat's busy. Calculator. 7 times 7 equals 49. So... God. 17 pins inside of it. So 49 minus 7... 32. mean, maybe, actually. Hold on, maybe, actually. So, 1, 2, what if we just remove 1, right? Then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If we just did bring it in from the outside and just kind of turn it, that be better? Come on. Wait. Like we just turn it to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. So that's 17. Hold on, this actually might work. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I think that works.
There we go.
Yay!
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Just turn it around. That's right, the puzzle is easy once you work out the cross needs to be placed in diagonally on the board. Sometimes the only thing you need to do to solve a puzzle is a little creative thinking. Thanks, old boy. With this puzzle solved, I feel one step closer to the altar. A wall clock? I'll give it to Layton. I don't know if Layton likes the wall. I wonder if it's tea time. Oh wait, Luke seems to like it more. Any more puzzles in here? Mr. Layton, you have some skill for solving puzzles, yes? I have a puzzle here and I was momentarily troubled by it. Let's see if you can fare against it. Aren't you supposed to be solving a murder? Aren't you supposed to be solving a what the fuck is this? Man has made a rather unusual stipulation in his will regarding which of his 3 sons would inherit his estate. Oh, is this one of these ones? To the one who can work out the area of this triangular section of my estate, I bestow my entire inheritance. Oh, it's one of these ones where you have to figure out the volume of a triangle, isn't it? I don't remember how to do this. Now the man has passed away, the sons are at a loss. Finding the area of his perfectly square estate is easy, but no one can figure out the area of the triangle. Well, let's start by figuring out everything. So, it's 20 by 20. Oh, yeah. Brain not working. Money not moneying. Dollar not dollar. 28 times. Yeah, 400. 400. 150? Is it actually 150? I don't think I could put meters squared, but can I put 150? Awesome. You know what? I don't give a shit. I'm trusting Mal. I can't do this. Please be right.
There we go.
Mal, you're a genius. Thank you. I hate math. 10 times 10 divided by 2 equals 50. 20 times 10 divided by 2 was 100. 150 meters squared. Thank you, Mal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Impressive, Mr. Layton. Seems like the rumors touting your skill weren't totally unfounded. Don't get getting ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me. In the meantime, you can occupy yourself in searching for the golden apple. He's really wanting me to find that apple, isn't he? Oh, Professor, how fortunate is he you're here at this time like this? I have a favor to ask you. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way I can. Thank you, Professor. Can you solve this puzzle for me? I'm not feeling up to the challenge. It won't solve itself. Mother's age. That's one of these again. Father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when I was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year, I was only 1.5 times her age. But still, it's pretty amazing, huh? If the father is 44 years old, how old is the mother?" If you're twice her age at some point. 44... It's half of 6. This? Wait, no. I'm just jumping to... half time. Because I can only imagine she's only going to be like a little bit older, right? Right? When is a time in someone's life that you can say you're 1.5 their age? Yeah, definitely. I feel like they'll be younger. He's 44. So you were twice your mother's age, and then the next year, I was only 1.5 times her age. 1.5? 1. She's a year younger. It's the only time in someone's life when you could be double the age once, and then 1.3 was when the mother was 1 and the father was 2. Because then the mother would have been 2, and then the father would have been 3, and that's 1.5. Right? So she's 43? Yeah, she has to be 43. Okay.
Luke, here's my answer.
We good, we got this.
Success.
That's right. The mother was 43. When the boy's father was 2 years old, his mother was 1. The next year, he turned 3 and she turned 2. When you realize this is the only combination of ages that yields the ratios mentioned in the puzzle, everything else starts to make sense. Ah, what a relief. I can finally stop thinking about that silly puzzle. You have my thanks. A painting? Here you go. Anything here? Ah, Ingrid, you're right side. Oh, look who it is. Professor Ladle, was it? Her name's Layton. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. My brain is so wrinkly. I feel that right now. I always get so, like, happy when I'm playing Layton games because I feel so... All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscent, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it's like you want to ask me something. As a matter of fact, I do. You know what happened about who Baron Reinhold considered his close friend? Like a pug puppy. I'm like a French bulldog, dude. Like, and my brain's so wrinkled. His friends, you say? Oh no, like a Shar-Pei dog. What are they called? The really wrinkly ones. His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's all I can remember. Oh, wait a moment. I do remember that a poem fellow paid a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to the man we met? Yes, the gentleman with the funny, fancy little mustache. We should know if he ask if he knows anything. I should wager he's still hanging around the fork in the road beyond the clock tower. Okay. A puzzle for me? Shar-Pei. Yeah, yeah. It's that weird that dog. The big brain. Puzzle for me? Nothing good could be said about that tower. It's really scary. Oh, the cat has a puzzle. That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting the poor mouse, but if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. What's that? Of course, if it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard of this one before? Oh, letters and numbers. According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, and D equals 4. What does E equal? Huh? What? Five? Five? That's my guess. The reason, okay, method behind my madness, right? At first I thought it was how many corners it touches, but that doesn't make sense. But then I had a look about it again, thinking of it has to be something to do, like, with it touching. 1, 2, 3. It's touching 3 sides. It's touching 3 other things. 1, 2, touching 2 things. 1, 2, 3, touching 3 things. 1, 2. Wait. Let me redo that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So E equals 5. How many neighbors it has as best friends? That's my guess.
Here's my answer.
Yeah.
Every letter has an answer.
Well done. The number assigned to each letter refers to the numbers of sections that are touching the label section. Yay! Gosh, I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it's still too easy, I suppose. Kitty. I like the cat. Seems to be a lot of animals around the village. You're quite the animal lover, aren't you, Luke? Come along now. There's no time to sit and play. Somewhere around here? Good afternoon, sir. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's a really tricky one. Right? Laura was. Hey, I'm playing Digimon. I need some help choosing a starter. What are the starters? Each one of these 5 people have borrowed money from each other. And each has lent money to one of the others. You know that none of them has lent money to more than one person. And none of them has borrowed money from someone that they have lent money to. You also need to know these facts. B borrowed money from A. Okay, let's do this then. So we'll do borrowed is red. So B borrowed money from A. E did not lend money. Uh, and do orange as... So E did not lend money to A, so E didn't touch C. Okay. Do I take Palmon, Terriermon, or... Terriermon. I like that one. I like terriers, they're cute. Okay, so... I think it's another one of these puzzles. Terriermon. Yeah, I'm gonna say Terriermon. So, let's reread the rules again just one last time so we have them in our brain. Five people borrowed money from each of the others, and each has lent money to one of them. So, everyone has at least borrowed or lent money. You know that none of them has lent money to more than one person, so C can't lend any more money. Excessively adorable animal type? Yes, that one. That one. That one wins. That one wins. You know that none of them lent money to more than one person, and none of them have borrowed someone from that they have lent money to. So A can't borrow from B. A can't borrow from B. We know that much. C can't lend to A. So it's either D or E that has been lent money to, right? So it's D or E so far. Now the question is, who lent to who? E borrowed from A. E did not lend money. So didn't. So B can't lend money to A. So I'm thinking D, yeah. This is the thing, so A gave money B. B can't now interact with A. C gave lent. So I'm thinking E can only give money, right, to A, C, A and C. A, C and... well, actually, no. A, C and B, right? You can't live money these two. A and C. Yeah. I think then E lent money to C, who then gave that to D. So D would have given it to A, and it to B. Right? Because then E would have borrowed from B. Yeah. Yeah. Think. Because B can only lend out money. So he lent it to E. E didn't lend to A, so he definitely borrowed from B, lent to C, C gave it to D, D gave it to A. Okay, so it's D. That's my guess.
Luke,
And before it's
here's
B.
my answer.
Ah!
Every puzzle has
Fuck
an
me, that
answer.
one was difficult. That's right. I borrowed money from D. If you trace the flow of money according to the stated conditions, the answer becomes obvious. Struggled with that one a bit. Wow, you're smart. Okay, come closer so I can tell you my secret. I heard that people who get kidnapped feel sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster lives up there, feeds its victims nasty food. I bet it's like haggis ice cream, like jelly gravy. Ugh. Maybe he just picks the weakest person to snatch, but why would he need all those people? That's interesting then, right? So they take sick people up to the tower, but we saw Raymond get taken, and he was complaining about being sick, but he came back better. What could that mean, chat? Close friends of the Baron? Well, I myself had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. But you weren't a close friend of this? Me? Haha. No, I was nothing of the sort. I see. Can you think of anyone who was friendly with the Baron? I might know someone. Actually, no I don't. Or do I? Now let me think. Guess Sapone can't really tell us much of anything. So I'm afraid he was no help at all. Suppose it means we're back to where we started. At least we can be sure that his close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mistray. We mustn't give up, Lou. Let's continue to ask around. Ain't no one at the bar, chat! Let's get crunked! No, I should have alcohol downstairs. I'm tempted, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I got cooked tonight, so never use the stove when you're not, you know, when you're inebriated. Don't do it. Professor, there's something on the ground here. You're right, it appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. It sounds like a great deal like a diary entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I can imagine he was the employee of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to do. I have to smile when I see how interested he is in them. At the end of the entry, do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living? Indeed. Oh, here's a puzzle. Did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. I love chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Chat, do you guys like chocolate? I fucking love chocolate. I love chocolate so much. You have a hankering for chocolate, so you have a huge sheet of 30 squares. The sheet is 5 squares long and 6 squares wide. You have to break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping in mind those rules, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate to separate each of the 30 squares? Break each of the 30 squares? Itchy. Okay. Start here. That's 30 square. I think this is a trick question, chat. Alright, hear me out, hear me out. 30 chocolate, right? Because it's 6 by 5, right? The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide, right? You can only break the chocolate by the lines that run between the squares. Right, okay. Keeping in mind the rules, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 squares? So, let's just each one of these separated, right? So in order to do that, it would be kind of like that. I think the answer is 29. Right? Just one less than... Oh, shit. Just one less than the amount of squares. Because once you've broken them all, then they'll all be broken anyway. So you'll always have one left over.
That should do it.
Yeah!
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Yeah, exactly, see? That's right, if you follow the rules set out by the puzzle, then it isn't really a matter how you break up the chocolate. The number of segments you have increased by 1 each time you break off a sheet. You'll start 1 segment of chocolate, so 29 breaks later, you'll have 30. Yeah, exactly. You just slowly but surely make it until you have nothing left. Okay, that's it. Hot info, I promised. If you want to experience the best dining in St. Mistre, you've got to check out Cruton's restaurant. He makes everything he makes is so yummy. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it. World map. Oh, there you go, Luke. Man, I love a good stew. Ooh. Ah! Not being a member of high society myself, I've never had much of a conversation with Baron Reinhold, sorry. Now, laddie, as much as I like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lay down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just exhausted lately. The awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It gets so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. You know what's causing the noise? Just a rumour, but I heard every time that sound rips through St. Mistre, someone disappears. They say the ones who have been missing are people who have been feeling tired. Those who disappear are back before you know it. It's probably just a load of poppycock. The noise occurs, someone disappears. Interesting. Oh, I think he might be next if he's feeling tired, then. You think the peculiar sound has anything to do with the strange old man that kidnapped Raymond? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through all the trouble of kidnapping them? The plot is plotting! Ahem, you there. Yes, you. You mean me good, sir? Yes, you. The flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen the vase before in my life. What? The fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that man tell me to give you this? Hmm? What did the man look like? Well, my hat has a way of skewering certain details from me. It's worst, I tell you. Haha. Back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't worry, though. I'd give it back to the guy next time I see him. Speaking of flower vases, I know it's a puzzle you'll like. It's not a hard one or anything, so at least I could do about bothering for the vase. Interesting. Oh.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah, that was really easy.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Apparently the vase wasn't much of a challenge, was it? If only fixing things in real life were this simple. Damn. You've had a good head on your shoulders, I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, there's some links that you don't want to be missing. No, thank you. Which is fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that was a one-time offer. Maybe you ever said yes, you'd know what it was at stake. I think we're done. Couldn't agree more, Professor. Look at this big piece of thing on the floor. What kind of lout just throws rubbish on the ground? I'm gonna pick it up. An old newspaper. Wait a second. You have to take a look at this article. Would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Look at that. Chelmy as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy held as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's cakes. Chat. Wasn't he yelling at the butler earlier in this chapter about the cake because he doesn't like them? Wow, who saw that coming? I never imagined a graph like that had a soft side. Just look at him grinning over its plate of cakes. I knew he was fussing nothing when he said he hated cakes back at Reinhold Manor. Right, Luke. Did say that. I'm very curious. Ooh. Plot, plot, plot. It's true, I'm hearing about the two of you. You're really searching for the village for the Reinhold fortune. That's correct, sir. Apparently we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he's been entrusted his friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite the search you have in your hands. Excuse me, my name is Archibald. Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations into the night. Think I'm the one that you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck is searching we could bump into you right this place. I have one question. Do you recall receiving a small note or a written message from the Baron? I don't remember ever receiving anything from Gus. He did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some sort of clue? Baron's desk, you say. Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You're most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to look at it, we'd be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind you two fine puzzle lovers such as yourself looking over a desk. Freshy, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I got your attention. Focusing on your case is well and good. But if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make some efforts to find some puzzles around the village. Take this from an old-timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Alright, let's get off my high horse. Let's head over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right to it. Luke, get under the desk right now! You're the only one that can fit down there, boy. Seems to be a note. Might point us in the direction. What can you make of this X? Afraid I don't know at the moment. Let's go! Archibald!